Beautiful people, today we are ranking every single shapeshifter, icon, hero, upgrade, and let's be honest, it's gotten a little out of hand. The promos have been outlandish. I saw a tweet from A9 Skills talking about the 82 overall Renato. I remember that Sanchez and the price tag attached for a reason. Overpowered by nature and not nurture. As per usual, we have broken rank 1 foot champs, debatable in the pine. Get in the comment section, let me know your thoughts on these players, but also, do you miss the nostalgic throwback FIFA installments? Less promos, less ratings, less upgrades, more influence. Pele, Pele, Pele! Put some respect on his name. Even with the shift in positions, nothing negative about this. That is for sure. Beckham, and for the price, please complete as an SBC. I like him in rank 1. Fullback positions are a little more natural for him. Even a holding mid where you're kind of a deep playmaker, that feels proper. And I'm going to be transparent. We're going to blow through some of these individuals. There's going to be a lot more debatable in the pine than you may be expected. I just don't think they're getting into your lineup. A Cherby with one of the best moments in the Champions League. Unfortunately, it did not cross-pollinate or coordinate into the finals. I don't think you want him up front, but just for that moment that's reliving rent-free in my head, I'm going debatable. We'll be nice today. Owl Wyron, you're not that excited to play him as a left back. You could take him into the midfield. I still like him as a debatable. The pace is most definitely authentic. Patea's unbelievable. Play styles, movement, goal scoring, awareness, targeted, precise, pristine passing and finishing and both speed. She has that natural integration, the coordination. She just innovates in the right ways. She's built for the game plan. Berbatov. 2 play styles. I'm not happy about it. This doesn't bring me any joy. We're going to the pine. Bobby, I don't think you want him in the midfield. I'll be nice and go debatable, but it's not the move that you were looking for. The body type's not there to really break up plays. That did not shift. That did not change. Cafu, bit of an in-betweener, whether it's champs or rank 1. I definitely prefer him as a fullback versus a center mid or a box-to-box midfielder, holding mid. There is track record. I'll lean him into rank 1. Bellotti is not getting minutes. I refuse to believe it. Lucy Bronze has been mediocre all year long, respectfully. Bonaventure, he's not taking minutes off people. That's the issue. Dyer deserves at least foot champ. He's still a little clunky. I'll just throw that out there. Even with the double 5-star, it is what it is. Carvajal, is he cooking for you? I'm okay with a weekend league certification for the veteran. Diani, all year long, I've asked for more. She's had high-rated items from Jump, from Rip, and multiple upgrades. Just not game-changing enough. Can't quite put a finger on. If we're talking modeling, say less. Well-dressed, well-mannered, strong jawline. I still see a weekend league option. Johan Cruyff with 5 play styles, previous history. He's been gooning it out since any of his upgrades or promos or SBCs. You name a version, he has been with the program. That's going to be a no. Earps, who's never touched the pitch as a goalkeeper, at least not with a good review. I'll give her debatable. I'm cool with that. If you're cool with that. Douglas Luiz, decent, but he's not going to stand out amongst the center backs. Butragueno, 2 play styles. I don't know where this is coming from. He's not with the curve, not built to really be a center mid. I take no pride in putting him to the pine. I've also been an absolute fanboy, major consumerism when it comes to Butragueno, but this is just not the item or the time period. It's not expensive. It's just not going to shake the room. Stevie G, okay if you go for debatable, if you want a new attacker. El Shaarawy, I'm coming in full bias. I remember the days of him being a silver item in FIFA. Upgrades, promos, and I'm letting my bias come all the way in. Gakpo, who's going to remind you similar to his teammate Gravenberch, that type of item. I like Gravenberch, and I feel good with rank 1, but that's the compare and contrast. Quite similar. Endrick got that passing up. Take him into the weekend. Mia Hamm, I have no idea what to do with. I only really have interest in her as an attacker. As a center mid, box to box, body type doesn't fit the same way. There's attacking benefits and preference, but I can't deny her of what a 97 is capable of. I just don't know if she can go too much further than foot champs. I've talked my way into rank 1, even though I don't want her as a fullback, and I'm not that moved as a center mid, but she is an asset, generally speaking, on the pitch. bench. Kaká, if you completed the objectives, you've been burning through level 30 or 35 or 40, whatever the level is. Kaká is serious business. Naomi, not making waves. Gallagher, I'm taking into the debatable. I don't know if that's a hot take. It could be. And the situation is the stats on almost every single one of these items looks impeccable. They don't always resemble that in game. If they did, we wouldn't need these videos. We wouldn't go back and forth. We wouldn't have these conversations. There would be no discussion. It just does not work that way. Jackie Grealish, I don't really think he's elite in any of these positions, but he is moving a little bit quicker. There's always been this inevitable sense of deception or separation that's been lacking going forward with any of his items this year, previous years, from start to finish. Hazard is nice. I'm not upset with him getting a central relocation. The technical capabilities with the R1, first touch, extra clean, crispy, controlled. He might be a player that goes down as what could have been. Teo Hernandez, I just simply prefer as a fullback. He has figured that out. As a CB, he's one of the fastest you could buy into, but there's something missing for the naturalization. I'll still take him to rank 1, but he's not the same as when he plays as that dominant left back bruiser. He's had that position on lock. Vincenzo to the pine. Homeguard to the pine. Kogel to the pine. Immobile might be better as a fullback than he was up top. Will be nice and go debatable. Antoine Griezmann with another big upgrade. Crazy finesse shots. Such a threat, a danger. Seems imminent. He is the floating attacker that you're looking for, and I'm not sure, even at a 98, I'm just not sure I can give him that extra nod. At times, I found some inconsistency. Kobel, part of the resituation of goalkeepers to on-the-pitch players. If anything, I feel they're better in the midfield than really being up front. Big body type of attackers. Isak, this item maybe deserves a little more on the pusher. I'll give him the weekend. You're not paying a bunch of money. Not going to be a serious investment. This is also not a list about value. It's just not how we get down when we're talking about the best of the best. Vincent Kompany has been completely ghost as a player in FC 25. Now, a goalkeeper here, ironically, get more minutes. Konate, another goalkeeper swap. I'm happy with rank 1. There's so much preference when it comes down to goalkeepers. We can do this all day. Who do you prefer? Who do I prefer? We got a comment section. Jorginho, do as you wish. To the debate. Harry. Let's talk about it. And I'm more of a supporter with him being a center mid compared to even playing up top. That might be my bias, but it's more fluid. His body type works better. The upgrades are serious. They're the real deal. He's got the 5 plus the 5. He's always been a tremendous passer. You're knocking on doors with 99. No. Kowalski, no. A lot of these players you've never seen in action, never seen used. I don't have trust. I'm not jumping off pages. More of the same. Loftus-Cheek, we have a little more rapport. Can we get him into a weekend? I'm doing it. But anticipate, block, aerial, long ball still. A collaboration we can talk about. We can discuss. Maradona to the top. Has to be. You could argue from a natural footballing essence of the sport. One with the ball. Maybe the best. Stanislav. Love the name. He's okay. Lewandowski is maybe a worse version of Harry Kane. I mean that in not a negative way, but it is a decent comparing player. Lukaku is now a conversation starter. A CB, aerial, anticipate, bruiser. He's super physical. He's got that wider build as is. He's stocky. That will do. Niles, going weekend. Layman, I don't think you're using her. You might be watching on Instagram, but not sure she's getting on the pitch for you. Mike Mayon, foot champs. And again, goalkeeper to center mid, I believe is potentially the best swap up. Maybe even a center back if you get the right play styles. Mappy Leon, she's not taking over. We'll toss a debatable. Marquisio, you don't need to complete it. Debatable. Nuno, I've liked his previous items. This is just not going to be a guy that makes teams for you. Lautaro for the weekend, and you might be surprised. A little box-to-box, stocky type vibes in motion. Taking up space, checking folks. Diego Milito, no go. Previous item was falsified, as is this 94. JJ, I don't think people were asking for this item. I'm gonna go debatable, and I mean that with love. MC Sauce, been on a hell of a run. What's happening at Manchester United? Once you go there, you ship off, you're at the peak of your career. Another CB option for the boys. Black, if you've been knocking out objectives, take him to the weekend. Oshawala, as a center back or a fullback, got height issues. Mook, take him into the debate. Martin Odegaard, I've enjoyed using him a lot, to the point that even though he's an unusual winger, I'll still use him in rank 1. Another player just anywhere in the attack, and even more so if you're doing build up. Olise, I am a fan, to the point that I'm internalizing if I want him in broken. He has been that good for me all year long. This is no different. I'm having him joining the elites. We're taking him to the very, very top. Respect it. Pedro, I don't think this is the return. Pine, Bernard, you don't want her really in the attack, but we'll give her a debatable. Big Marcus, the 99s. Some of you might have him weekend league. Some of you could have him rank 1. I think that's where we're going to end up. Rafa Leao, disgusting. Every one of his items is just the best to do it. Feels that way. Don't need. Ronaldinho, absolutely do. Make that happen. Rodri, some of you will argue, best center back in the game. Marco Reus, before the footies. For OG status, I'm going foot champs. Snyder, surprisingly more debatable. Schlotterbeck, I don't love it. Sanchez, I remember the good old days. How much are we going to let that influence us? Tomas, we're coming quick fire. Savinho for another attacker, no problem. Tonali as a winger seems a little strange, unorthodox. Foot champs. Tamori as a holding mid, he can do it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to reach above and beyond. We're not feeling righteous. Swanson, her early item was overpowered, but maybe not as much with this version. Traore to the Pine. Saka, now centrally located. Best item he's ever had in any FC installment. Sam's, that's going to be a no. Vidic, I like it. I don't know if you love it. I do have a bias. I always do when it comes to Vidic. It seems that way. Patrick Vieira, fun to use up top, but I don't think he's going to get an automatic broken category like he normally would as a holding mid or a center mid. He's just everywhere in that department. Valverde, EA's trying to make this work. I don't know that it is. Youngster and Brazilian. Righty, if I could try to have an American bias, I'll get him in the debate. Shaka, don't necessarily need him. Williams, similar situation. Zubamendi looks sort of crazy, but it's the track. It's not there. And all of our attackers at this point in the game, wild. Absolutely wild. And then we'll just finish up in the Pine. Shall we review? And to make this simple, I just want to add a top 5. Cruyff has to join. Make it official. Key signing. Rafa Leao. Lock it in. Ronaldinho. No doubt about it. Now it could get a little more interesting. Kaká also with the 5 play styles has to be done. And I'm not ready to get off the Maradona train. There you have it. We've made it official. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. There's been an over-release of players at this point as we come into the summer. I appreciate all of you, and we'll have a lot more content coming out ASAP.